She was the kind of woman who couldn't walk 10 feet without navigation. But what do you do when you're surrounded by monsters? On a planet where smartphones have been replaced by brain-machine interfaces, Lena's morning routine always began the same way. She opened her AI assistant, Bubble, and let it guide her to the bathroom. Her eyes weren't even used for seeing, just decoration, really. That's when the doctor popped into her feed, warning her that monsters were flooding the streets. Lena didn't think twice, she hung up. As she danced around happily, oblivious, monsters were already taking over the planet. These creatures didn't even have to chase people, just opening their mouths was enough. Lena was already on her way to work. Her co-workers? Almost all eaten. One panicked girl jumped out to warn her again. Danger was everywhere. Lena finally shut off Bubble, only to witness the last remaining colleague become the monster's lunch. Terrified to tears, Lena did what she did best, ignore reality. She focused on her favorite idol's latest dance instead. The doctor and a virtual deer butted into her screen again, begging her to shut Bubble off for good and walk on her own. But her brain was long conditioned, without that little arrow telling her where to go. She couldn't even tell left from right. Luckily, the monsters had just eaten and weren't in a hurry. She turned Bubble back on and followed the arrow all the way to the elevator. But the doctor warned her again. Based on their research, the monsters seemed to jam the AI's obstacle detection. Lena refused to believe it until the elevator doors opened. A wave of foul-smelling monster drool hit her in the face. Bubble, still guiding her straight into the monster's mouth. She barely made it downstairs alive, and what she saw next left her frozen in shock. Then, a familiar voice spoke up. Someone had mimicked Bubble's navigation tone to guide her to safety. Overwhelmed with relief, Lena threw herself into their arms with joy.